Mr. President, yes, we need to strengthen security. I agree with all those who say we need to deliver whatever is necessary and proportionate to get a higher level of security. But what is proposed here, the proposed blanket mass surveillance of all travellers, is exactly the opposite of that. It does not deliver that. Instead, you are delivering a symbolic measure at the cost of effective security and the civil liberties of EU citizens. Even more, even before the Brussels and Paris attacks, it was possible to know who is travelling on which plane. We already know that. Since decades, we have airlines who transfer advanced passenger information data. It is there. We can access it and we can know who's on which plane. In case of known suspects, and 15 out of 17 attackers from several attacks in Brussels, Copenhagen and Paris have been known suspects, we can follow them, collect more information. So why are we not focusing on those known suspects? Why do we not focus on the risk? That is what we should do in this directive, because that would be a focused and effective approach towards more security. We need to strengthen the capacity of police officers and security personnel, locally, regionally and at the European level, to analyse this information. We need to be able to connect the dots. That is exactly what has been missing in the past and what has led to this insecure situation which we have today. But the problem is that we are spending all our money on blanket surveillance measures like data retention of passenger name records. This money would instead be urgently needed for the police everywhere in Europe and for the coordination of European security and police authorities. Europol has just a small amount of money for the setting up of joint investigation teams. We need to invest the money there. That is what we need. So we Greens are not convinced by these proposals, and many people out there aren't either. And the Court of Justice, as well as the European Court of Human Rights here in Strasbourg, have clearly and repeatedly said that it is not in line with our fundamental rights and freedoms to just put everybody under surveillance. You have to choose where you are looking. You have to choose who you are going after. You have to create some determining criteria and indicate where the risk or the suspicion is. That is what the Greens propose, because this would protect our security better and protect civil liberties, which we defend against these barbaric terrorists. Thanks.